Yes, dear children, if you see, I am trying to teach you about development. Why am I doing this video? Because I am finding that most of the children are finding a lot of difficulty in this chapter. And if you look at this, what you will find is that the first line that I am talking here is paradox in our times. Now, what are paradoxes in human development? Paradox means there is a lot of variation existing. There may be people who are very very poor, and there may be people who are very very rich. So you can see the word paradox, which is shown on the extreme north of this figure. Sorry, on this page, if you can see the first line, it is talking about paradoxes. So if a question comes on paradoxes, you have to talk about there are people who are poor, there are people who are rich. Now the next question that they may ask you is, development is freedom. If they ask you a question, development is freedom, or if they ask you a question, Euro-centric view of development, the answer is same. And what is the answer? The answer is this, that if you have resources, if you have computers, if you have industrial development, if you have all the development like medical facilities, etc., then it is something which is going to reward you. And the European view of development is, if you have facilities, you have development. Some of us think that this is one-sided view of development, but it is a very important view of development. So with this, you understand this particular concept of development. Now I move on to the next page, and here again I am looking at a very important point, which is development is a mixed bag of opportunities. So it says development is a mixed bag of opportunities as well as neglect and deprivation. Discuss. Now, if a question comes, development is a mixed bag of opportunities as well as neglect, what do? You need to contrast that there are people who are very rich, there are people who are very poor. Mixed bag of opportunities as well as neglect. Opportunity means rich. Lack of opportunities means poor. So have you understood? So this answer has to talk about contrast. So they can put a question like this. The answer is very simple. You know this again. Then comes another question, which is a bit different from this. And the question will be, what do you understand by tragedy of commons? Now, if you see in front of the screen, you can see air, water, noise, pollution, and what does it says are the tragedy of common. Now, what do you understand by tragedy of common? Means that if someone pollutes the air or the water, or there is a lot of noise pollution, that noise will be a part of tragedy of common. Like maybe when I am making video, you may be hearing some noise. That noise will be tragedy for each and every one of you. But yes, the pollution also that is created by someone in some remote area will also influence our health. So that is why it is called as tragedy of commons. So with this, I move on to a very important topic, that poor are being subjected to three interrelated processes of declining capabilities. Now here, if the question comes, poor are being subjected to three interrelated processes of declining capabilities, then you will answer that they are socially becoming weaker. Why? Because there is nobody willing to take care of them, or because they are poor, nobody is bothered about them, isn't it? Then environmental capabilities, there is a lot of pollution, and because of pollution, these poor people live in areas which are polluted, bad. If you see the slums, where are they? The areas which are most poor, there these people are living. Personal capabilities, their personal capabilities are reducing. Why? Because they cannot go to the doctor. They can't afford to go to the doctor, and what will happen is the diseases that have come may cause death also. And the disease may be so simple that it can be cured by very less amount of money. But because they don't know, you must have heard about people dying of heart attack. Why? Because they have never gone to a doctor. They never knew that they were suffering from this high BP. So that is what he is talking about. Personal capabilities are lost, social capabilities are lost, and their environmental position is also very bad, which is their environmental capability. So if the question comes, poor are being subjected to three interrelated process of declining capability, the answer will be simple: social capabilities, economic and social, environmental and personal capabilities. Thank you.